Hey guys, it's me once again, PI7, and yeah, from the way I sound, I do sound really whipped. Mainly, I had a long day today, and I literally survived off of 3 hours of sleep. So, personally, after being out in Long Beach for a program, and on top of that, going out to eat afterwards, and then after that, I'm terribly whipped. Uh, but that was partially my weekend. Anyway, yeah, a few things I want to cover during this update of this year. Um, for one, there's a story behind what I said here. I may be worth $1, but the LPs are worth so much more. Yeah, yeah, just a little story I need to share with this. When I was at the expo, I actually found a plushie of the Olympic mascot who is named Izzy, and he was worth $1. So I thought about it and said to myself, "Hey, I'm worth $1." So I bought myself, or rather my colorful alter ego. Yeah, I think I found Pookie Izzy 7 right here. In this picture, yeah, this is Pookie Izzy 7. Anyway, I just had to share that little story about Izzy. So therefore, yeah. There you go. The face of Pookie Izzy 7 right there. My colorful little alter ego, Pookie Izzy 7. He will be called the Tenkaichi of gaming. He's waving that banner very proudly. Thank God it's not the five flavors of fail, otherwise we'd be in big trouble. Anyway, aside from that, what I really want to talk about tonight, or rather this morning, is what's going to happen on my channel and outside of that, my life. First off, on my channel, I'm still covering three games that I'm currently LPing. One is Fantasy Star: The End of Millennium. That's number one. Number two is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. And number three is, of course, my weekend LP of Dragon Ball Kai, aka Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans. But I, I shouldn't say but I'm saying it anyway. I'm still going to continue these three LPs this this week. I am not going to. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue next week. I probably will take a Christmas, New Year's hiatus of sorts. For the most part, during this hiatus, I will be catching up on my fan fiction and also work on the rest of my current series called Legacy of the Seven Stars. I'm going to be working on the second book. I'm looking forward to it. But, after the first book, after letting it wade in the water, I've heard great. From what I heard about my book, I've heard that most people who've read my book were just blown away because they never believed I could actually tell a story like that. First off, I'd say it ain't easy, but you know, I appreciate it. Second of all, I've heard that a few of my subs are going would like to purchase the book, which I had to say thank you. You don't have the money now, don't worry about it. The book will still be at Dorn's bookstore.com, and I have the link posted in my posted on my channel. So if you want to grab yourself an order, you can. It's still available for proof of purchase. Where is it going to lead from there? I have no clue. But all I know is that on my hiatus, I will be working on the sequel to the first book, and quite possibly release a second book, namely a poetry book, which I've worked on since I was 19. From 19 to about 25 years old. And for the most part, yeah, I'm looking forward to releasing that too. After all, it's just a book of my work when I was just coming out of writing. So for the most part, I am going to be quite busy during the holiday season. Mm, mm, mm. Well, if you don't know, I just had some cider, and some cider just spilled on the floor here. So yes, I'm drinking a bottle of cider. Because after all that's been said and done here, I, for one, have been so busy with everything else that I am technically, by far, whipped. That's right, I am whipped. Now, what does this mean for the future of my channel as far as Let's Plays go? I'm still going to be doing Let's Plays. Oh, yeah. I'm still going to be doing Let's Plays. Nothing is going to stop me from doing Let's Plays because I, for one, am not going to let no thing stop me from doing what I enjoy doing. And I enjoy bringing my flavor of madness onto the scene of the LP community because I feel if you can make a little piece of happy on amongst the people, then pretty much you've done your job. And I've done a pretty good job so far. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue my LP career as well as my author career. And on that note, hopefully, you know, I can only continue from there. Now, of course, since we're also talking about LPs, excuse me, in January, I will unravel the winner of the Pokemon LP poll, which I've asked the question to the people. Which of the following Pokemon games would you like me to cover as an LP? And I gave 5 or about 6 different games, and I'm actually surprised. Out of all titles that came out, the most obscurest of the series actually won. Now I'm not going to tell you what it is, but just know that for those who have picked this game, I thank you because I have really been having fun with this kind of Pokemon game, and I kind of wish there were more games like this. So, yeah, that's going to be awesome. On top of that, I'm also going to be continuing with the 3 LPs I'm doing now, and I will be, of course, taking turns doing parts of each game per night, and leaving Kai as the weekend feature. Alright, so I think I covered most of what I'm going to be doing for January of 2012. Now, to business that's still here in 2011. Next weekend is, of course, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Eve means I'm going to be doing something pretty interesting. I'm going to be doing one-shot game requests. One shot. That means I am going to do games that I can do in one sitting. Now, that means I may cover some old requests that I haven't been doing because I've been so busy with everything else. So far I have three or four. Hopefully I can do at least 4, maybe 5 if I'm really up to it. If I'm really feeling like it, I can possibly do it. But then again, like I said, who knows? But so far, yeah, I have about maybe 3 I may do for Christmas Eve. So therefore, I'm throwing the question out to you guys who may or may not have something in mind. Now, mind you, the games I mentioned, they are, of course, they have to be one shot. That means it has to be a game that can be done straight through. And yes, I have certain conditions about this. It can't be something like, what everybody else is doing. I will allow arcade and handheld and, of course, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, 8-bit, 16-bit, that sort of thing. So what I may do is I may do a few requests that have been on my channel for quite some time that I haven't gotten around to, and I figured, well, I need one day to do it because that's how I roll. That's how I roll. And one day is all I really need. So I'll do as much as I can on Christmas Eve. So on Christmas Day, I may have something set up for Christmas Day. I may also have something set up for New Year's Eve. I may do a glog for Christmas Eve. I mean, not Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve. And I'm not going to tell you what the game is, but it has something to do with the future. That's all I'm going to hint. That's all I'm going to hint for you guys. It's going to have something to deal with the future, and of course, you'll be surprised to see what it is. On top of that, what else can I tell you? Also, in the not so far future, added to my repertoire of Let's Plays, I will do live Let's Plays. Because I have a camera, that means I can, of course, utilize recording on screen. Now, it may take. Now, to me, I find it's good because this way, for 30 minutes, I can do a lot within 30 minutes on a certain game. It could be any game if I wanted to. But it has to be at least under 30 minutes. I mean, certain parts will be under 30 minutes. Because on my camera, I can only do up to at least 29 minutes. So, borderline within 20 or 25 minutes, something like that. I'm just going to do that. But, live Let's Plays. Yes, this means I will be doing PlayStation 2, Wii, and added to my little family of video games, 360. So far, I only have 4 games. And there's only one game I may want to LP, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're just going to have to wait and see. I may want to do 2, but for now, until I get my 360, I'm just going to, wait it out for a bit. But yes, that means live Let's Plays. That means it's going to be 100% live. What you see is what you get. And hopefully, there won't be as many interruptions as I could possibly get when I'm not doing LPs. So, like I said, live Let's Plays. That's what I'm going to do. That means I'm pretty much branching out a little bit, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be leaving the classic consoles. That doesn't mean I'm going to be doing, modern day. I'll be moving back and forth between classic and modern day. So, really, don't worry. Things won't change. I'll still be doing Let's Plays. I'll just be mixing it up a bit. Because, I don't know why, but, I won't say. It'd be karma, so I won't say it. But so far, the games I've been playing, I've been having quite a bit of fun with it. A bit of fun with them. There, can't say it. Yeah, I'm having quite a bit of fun with these games because really, for games such as these in which I haven't played in like such a while, especially Phantasy Star 4, I've been wiping up the floor with Lassic and Dark Force 1 and Zeo. Oh, the big baddies. And from then on, I can only continue my reign of terror upon whipping the asses of many who threaten the Algo solar system. Now, of course, this also means that seeing as I am doing 3 games I will somehow take a break between like these three games and try to at least finish finish up at or try to finish up at least one of three games. I don't know about doing two, but if I can try to finish up one before the year's up, that's progress. And so far, I'm at the halfway point of Dragon Ball Kai, which is good, and I'm pretty much halfway through Fantasy Star Millennium, and I have quite a bit to go through Superstar Saga. So, yeah, I do have a few games I will be doing for. I mentioned Christmas Eve. I won't tell you, but I'll have them up by Christmas Eve. So, therefore, it's going to be very interesting what you might see. Now, as I said before, if you have any requests, please drop me a comment on my channel or on my video and let me know what you let me know. But I had to tell you, they are one-shot games. That's all I'm going to allow. They're going to be one-shot games. They're going to be games that I'm going to do like long plays. So that's the only thing. Now, another thing I want to cover is about my LPs. Now, I know some people. I know it's one person who said they don't have the time to watch my LPs. I believe Big Fay Plus said he doesn't have the time, which I understand. And this is what I want to. And this is what I wanted to speak out on. I have made playlists. So therefore, to help with this problem of if you have a busy weekend or if you can't find the time to watch all the parts I've done so far, what I will do from here on is I will post my playlists along with the part that I'm currently doing, or parts that I'm currently doing. Now, of course, you know I upload daily. More than likely during the night, around midnight to say 6 a.m. in the morning, because nobody bothers me at the time, and plus, I happen to get a lot more done in the nighttime anyway. Plus, nobody bugs me. It's my personal time. I can do what I want. I can try to be as loud as I can, but I'm not going to. So, what the thing about playlists is, for those who have a tight schedule or whatever, do not worry. From here on, I will post the playlist to whatever I'm currently working on, which will, of course, be added to the playlist that I'm working with. So, therefore, hey, whenever you got the time, it's okay. I'm not saying, oh, please watch my videos. No, no. I understand most people, they are very busy, and because of, their lives, it's it's very much understandable that, you know, reality, we can't stop it. We have to live it, and we had to live within it. So I completely understand. So just to be fair, no worries. I'm 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 really okay with it. Now another thing I want to cover on I think I mentioned that I am working on a book. I mentioned about to change my LPs on my channel rather. Oh yeah, speaking of which, my thoughts about the new changes on YouTube. Well, I have to clearly say this. I wouldn't mind if they gave me the option to change to the new look instead of just giving you the new look, because sometimes you might not like the new look and you like the old look in which you already had. Now I'm not saying it's now I'm not saying that the new look isn't terrible, but there is a lot of stuff that, on my channel, as you can see, I cover this and I cover that, and I show this gigantic list of games that I pretty much beaten. And I really do not want to delete that very list of games just because of that change. So I'm gonna keep my old channel design because, like it or not, I kind of like where my channel is. So right there is all good. Now I don't know about anybody else, but I know for a fact that it is good to just say, I do not want it, but thank you for offering. Are you gonna rise up on me? Cider always rises up when you don't really need it to. Yes, like I said, I've been through a lot, so I deserve a bottle of cider for my efforts. But anyway, I think I covered everything. But please, I'd like to hear some feedback on what you have to say. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, they don't have to be about the games. It could be about the channel settings on YouTube. I know it's interchangeable, and that's what I like. I like the fact that it's interchangeable. So if I wanted to make the switch over, I can always do that. But right now, I just like it where it is, and I do not want to have all that work just like like that. Now, like I said, I'll be quite busy trying to advertise my book, and I have to say to my pal Robert, Sigma fan, you've been posting your work on Facebook, and you've been posting my book on Facebook, and I'd say you do some great, awesome work, man. Great and awesome work. Please do keep up the good work. I'm looking forward to seeing what you have planned in the future for Game Show Garbage. I had to pull that out because really, why not? Some people, you know, you ask them to do something or whatever. It always works for the greater good. So I had to pull that out. So yeah, upon everything else that is going on in my life, outside my life, I'm outside my actual life. Really, I'm just finding time to do my book, do my books rather. And like I said, I have the good thing is I have Most of what I've worked on posted on an old site of mine. And what I will do is, of course, when I find a time, I will, of course, repost it on my documents, and of course, just add a few more things, expand on it, and everything. And just like the first book, make it as long as I can make it. Because really, to be quite honest, the original book was about, I think, almost a little over 200 pages, I think. And I still have the prototype for my original book. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I had a friend of mine actually do a book for me, and, she took it word for word, and it was sent to me as a prototype. So I kept it ever since. So the original title of the book was called The Legend of Lance Dragoon. But I figured, nah, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that. It should be something more to it. Cause yeah, like I was thinking about the game The Legend of Dragoon, and I'm like, no, gotta change it. So therefore, that's why I changed the title to it. So it's all good. I changed the title, and it was for the best that I did. Now, like I said, that's all I'm doing outside. In my actual life, I'm actually making more books. So, like I said, my second book will be a poetry book. When am I going to release it? I have no clue. But know this: it will be worth buying because, of course, what's wrong with a little poetry now and then? I mean, I've covered quite a bit of poetry, and I done it when I was in school, when I was in high school, and a bit when I was in college. And after that, I just said, you know what, I might as well just make a book of poetry. So aside from that, that's all I've been doing outside my actual life. Gosh, I'm rather bit tired, and I can tell. I can really tell I'm getting tired. But in any case, right after I finished with the New Year's the New Year's Let's Play of 2012, I will of course jump to Wii. And the first game I'm going to cover, I had to really say that because of the colors and everything, this has bright, crazy colors. If you have epilepsy or anything like that, because really I don't want anything to happen that may cause somebody to actually go into seizure or shock like that, and you know that's the last thing I want to happen to somebody who looks at my let's plays and you're like, be totally out of it, or have their mouths just be foaming at the lips and whatnot, going crazy, that sort of thing. So yeah, my first Wii Let's Play. My first Wii Let's Play will be Samba de Amigo, and I will only go up to hard mode. There is a super hard mode, but I'm not going to do super hard mode. It's bad enough I'm trying to work with two arms, and one arm feels like it's going to go out on me, especially on hard mode. No idea how hard it really does get when you get into hard mode. So, yeah, that's going to be my first Wii Let's Play, which is going to be Samba de Amigo, and that, of course, is going to start the live Let's Plays. that one game is going to start the live Let's Plays. So therefore, I will be doing Let's Plays live, which means you will actually hear me, and possibly not everything else around me, actually play a game off the last generation systems or modern day systems like PS2, Wii, and 360. So there you have it. That's going to be the first official. Oh, yeah, and GameCube too. But that's going to be the first official Wii Let's Play. It's going to be Samba de Amigo. On top of that, I have a few other games, but that will show up in time. But I just wanted to let you know that's what I'm going to be working on for quite some time. I'm really looking forward to doing Samba de Amigo, but really, I'm just going to be very careful on my arm. That's all I'm going to say. Just going to be very, very cautious on the arm because, man, you've no idea. Just the controls on there, just plain wonky. So I'm just being very cautious about that. I think I covered everything I'm going to be covering. Ooh. So with that, I think I mentioned this before, but down the line I will be doing Chronicles of a Dark Lord. I know people have been wanting to see me do this game, and practically, I'm looking forward to actually doing this game myself. Especially since I saw it being done once. So I'm basically going to see what it kind of resembles to me. I mean, I heard what it resembles to the very person who was part of the game, Necro VMX. So, as one of his viewers and one of his subscribers, and as a fellow Let's Player, personally, I want to experience the game for my very self. So, therefore, it's just going to be funny. It's going to be fun, and I'm going to enjoy it. Now, I have a question I have another question to pose to my viewers and subscribers, and friends too. Now, what would you say if I were to do a Let's Replay? I mean, I'm quite curious because there are a couple of games that I wouldn't mind going back to try to cover, especially when I did it the first time as playthroughs. So I'm wondering, what would you say if I were to do a Let's Replay? I mean, I just want some comments about that. I really want to hear what you guys think about that. Because really, I value I value your feedback because without feedback, life will be dull for me, and I'm just like, nobody's doing any feedback about that. I'm also actually surprised nobody didn't comment about Christmas. I was kind of considering, all that, and I just mentioned Christmas, and I didn't really get that much in comments. I'm quite curious about that. I'm really curious about the feedback about that. I really want to hear what you think about Christmas. So, really, I'm just curious. I just really want to know. But I think I have said everything I need to say. because right now I really can't I really can't say what else I really need to say. I can't really think of what I'm going to be doing at this point in time. But what I am going to do is possibly crash like the Bandicoot. And like I said, I had a long day and I've been running on 3 hours alone. Had a big meal afterwards. Even though it was great, it just the drive to and the drive back kind of just took all the stamina out of me, and this is all I got left. So on that note, to anyone who is anyone out there, lastly, and more importantly, remember to keep the internet free to the LP community, whoever is within the LP community. Don't stop what you're doing because of what is going on. Because people like us, we really need to just keep doing what we do. No matter what it is, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it just for the sake of fun. If not anything else, just do it for the sake of fun. Because no man, beast, or living entity cannot stop what we can do with our video games. And if we want to share our love for video games with the rest of the world, then hey, so be it. That's my thought about that. So let's not live in fear, and let's not live in fear of what's going to happen, and just keep living in the present. And on that note, the Tenkaichi that says peace, I have said my piece. And yeah, I'm hoping to see you. I'm hoping to hear from you guys pretty soon about whatever feedback you have to share. I would like to hear from you, see what you have to say, and please enjoy 2012. But more importantly, enjoy the what's left of this year, because next year it's gonna be awesome. Do not worry about what else is gonna happen, because some things will happen as bullshit, while others will be real. So on that note, I have and always will be the Tenkaichi of gaming, Ichigo Musko, aka Pookie Izzy 7. And with that, we are out. Take care, everybody. God bless. And cheese with apple grease. Or something of that nature. Anyway, later.